everyone. I have very mixed feelings about today. 35 years ago, residents in Love Canal were fighting to get the government to test the street. 35 years ago, we found the chemicals had leaked from the Love Canal landfill into the community. And the government and Occidental Petroleum were resistant. They were saying, no, that cannot be. No, that cannot be. We did some studies and found that the children at Love Canal, and now we find that our children, have been directly affected by the dump through neurological disease, through urinary disease, heart disease, birth defects, miscarriages. Love Canal residents fought really hard to find a solution to Love Canal, to get relocation, to get Love Canal cleaned up. Each and every step along the way, we were pushed back by both government, city, state, and federal, and pushed back by Occidental Petroleum. When we won relocation, President Carter said, "Let there never be another Love Canal." Love Canal Homeowners Association fought very hard so that there would not be another Love Canal here. We fought very hard to get them to move the boundary beyond 93rd Street. That was a political boundary. It was a boundary to contain the cost. They didn't do adequate testing. They didn't do adequate evaluation of families. They drew a political line. We fought very hard to stop the resettlement of Love Canal. We lost that battle. Today, 35 years later, every single thing that we said was going to happen has happened. Love Canal is not, cannot, and will not be contained. It is impossible. Families on 92nd, 93rd, and on up are sick from leaking chemicals from this dump, which we said 35 years ago is a problem. Today there are victims all over this neighborhood. The state of New York, Occidental Petroleum, the city of Niagara Falls are all doing the same denial while people are suffering in their homes. How dare they say that this area is safe? This area can never be safe. It is time for New York State to do a couple of things. First, address the needs of the families who are living here or who are being poisoned today. Assess the health of families who have left here, like the 93rd Street victims from the school that they refused to test, even though Dr. Pagan begged them to do a study of the 93rd Street school children and employees. That they use this area as a dump, in the sense that, not putting stuff in here obviously, but they use this area as a contaminated area. And they don't let people come back here. They don't come in here and say, it's the most tested area in the country. It doesn't remove the cancer, it only tests where the cancers are. It is a shame, it's sad, it's criminal that 35 years later, people are saying, I'm sick, I can't live in my home, I can't get out of my home, and are in exactly the same place we were at the beginning of Love Canal. The people who are responsible for this, Occidental Petroleum, the City of Niagara Falls, the State of New York, and the Federal Environmental Protection Agency, not only should be ashamed of what they did, but they should be put in jail. This is an unfair situation, and I'm very saddened and sorry. It's very hard to come back here and see exactly the same thing that was there 35 years ago. It didn't have to happen. Why do our government do what they do? Occidental Petroleum and the state of New York and the Environmental Protection Agency wanted to put the smoke screen up to get people to believe that somehow you can clean up 20,000 tons of chemicals. Somehow you can extract it from the ground. It was a smoke screen. It was a lie. And today, people are suffering, and people, these are families, these are children, these are adults. It's not their fault. They were lied to. 35 years later, they should put them all in jail. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Lois.